just like to bring together one of the ideas of Hanukkah, which is known as, of course, we light the candles, and it's the idea of the darkest time of the year, bringing light into the darkness. In fact, our sages tell us that when God created the world, the Kabbalistic concept, when God created the darkness in the world, the Hebrew word for darkness, which is choshech, is actually an acronym of three animals. The chet is for the word chamor, the shin is for the word shor, and the kaf is for the word kelev. These three animals are the donkey, the bull, and the dog. These animals represent spiritually the darkness that blocks light in this world. The donkey represents something from the word chamor, which is connected to the word for the physical, something which is lazy, something which is not about growing or moving. The bull, the shor, represents tremendous power, but it could be a bull in a china shop. It could be a dangerous power. And the dog represents something which is immoral, something that has no concept of boundaries or understanding what is a relationship. I mean, have you ever seen a little dog walking around with a wedding ring saying, woof, woof, no, sorry, married? So dogs represent this idea, which are completely opposite that which the Jewish people bring the light into this world. The Jewish people are told by God to be zealots in terms of activity, to constantly do, to constantly progress, to constantly build the world into a better place. We're also told to be able to have tremendous power like the bull, because the bull represents Joseph among the Jewish people, but it's a power of self-control. That's why he was able to overcome the greatest challenge of self-control against the challenge of his boss's wife, which was a challenge of immorality. This is symbolized not only in the concept of the darkness, which the actual sages say that Greece represented this darkness in creation, but this is the lesson of Abraham. Abraham goes into the world of Nimrod, a world of idolatry, a world of illusion, and he's thrown within that world into a fire. It's called the Or Kasdim. That fire, that Or, is the Or, which is like the light of the demons, called Shadim in Hebrew. Kaf means like. Keshedim is the light of Keshedim, the fire of the demons. But this fire, he is able to transcend and not to be consumed. In fact, the Talmud says, I made a little note here, there are actually 6 different types of fire. One of them is the regular fire, which eats but does not drink. Another one is the fire of the fever that drinks but does not eat. The third is the fire associated with the prophet Eliyahu, when he turned into pure fire because it eats and drinks. The fourth is the fire that was on the altar, which eats even things which are wet as if they were dry. And the next fire is the fire of the angel Gabriel, which is fire which fights fire. And the highest fire is the fire of the divine presence, which eats fire. And so Abraham was able to connect to the fire of the divine presence, and his fire was able to consume all other fires. This is the fire of the menorah. It consumes all other illusions. It continues to burn as every society shows its weakness and falls away. The wisdom of Torah continues to burn brightly.